Hey there, Chantel Grant here, holistic self care lifestyle coach. And today I just want to talk to you about zones. No, not the time zones, but the zones in which we function in as an individual. So, those zones entail our comfort zone, our stretch zone, and our panic zone. Now, in our comfort zone, we acknowledge that we have challenges, but we're just not necessarily dealing with them. We recognize what they are, but we just don't decide to deal with them. In our comfort zone, we're basically in cruise mode. We're not going back, but we're not going forward either. We're just steady in one pace. Then we have our stretch zone. Now, this zone is very important, and I like to liken it as to a baby because in this zone, the baby is first in his mother's arm, then the baby learns to crawl, the baby learns to walk, and the baby learns to run, right? And so with the different stages, the baby falls down, the baby gets back up, and he's trying to map out what's the best way for him to get to where he wants to go. So he learns strategies, he learns different scenarios that, okay, if I go up this way, I can come down this way and I can get to where I want to go. So in this zone, we are learning different strategies on how we are as adults can cope with the different challenges that we face in life. So like a baby, we fall down, but we get back up. We don't stay down. Once we fall down, we then get up and we start to map through what is another strategy that we can do that we get us to where we want to go or to get us to get a different outcome. So our stretch zone, we're growing, we're evolving, we're developing, we're growing muscles, we're growing resistance against stress. Because why? We're focused on the problem, we're focused on self-care, we're focused on how to better map out what it is that we want to get the results that we want. So, stretching means growth, developing, evolving, right? Then we have our panic zone. Now, in this zone, this is where all the chaos happens. Now, I'm not saying that chaos doesn't happen in our stretch zone, but it happens more so in our panic zone. This is where we lose a loved one. This is where we lose a job. This is where we lose our homes. We lose our vehicles. We lose friends. We just lose stuff, right? In our panic zone. Panic means that we face traumatic situations because even though we may be facing things that in our stretch zones, we could handle it. But when our panic zone comes, then the ball games change. But I like the stretch zone. That's the way I function because in my stretch zones, I'm learning strategies. I'm learning how to cope. I'm learning coping mechanisms. So when my panic zone come, I'm not falling apart. I'm not losing my mind. I'm not freaking out, okay? I can take those strategies from my stretch zones and implement them in my panic zones. Not saying that I won't have a bad day, not saying that I won't struggle, but I give myself 2 days. I give myself 2 days to figure out what's the best avenue that I'm going to take. So in those 2 days, I accept what happened. So first of all, I acknowledge what happened, then I accept it and I take some of the skills that I learned from my stress zones and see how best I could implement them into my panic zone. And so I would just pull and plug, pull and plug. And so that even though my panic zone has got me kind of wind up, I can balance in some way and not fall apart. So some people don't like to function in their stretch zone. Some people don't like to function in their panic zone, and that's okay. If you function at your comfort zone, that's okay. I'm not knocking anyone, but you have to figure out what zone is best for you in order for you to get the kind of results that you need. All right, in order for you to get the kind of results that you want to make you a more happier, more pleasant person in life, right? Some people I know function in their panic zone all the time. And so they're always on 100. They're always overwhelmed. They're always flustered. They're always frustrated. They're always burnt out. They're always tired. Just out of it all the time. And so that's not necessarily good, right? So I would say the persons who do function in their panic zone, just to take a little step back, to give yourself a little break for you to now take strategies, learn and develop strategies, that is, to help you cope, right? To help you realize that being in your panic state all the time is not really good. Because guess what? When we always in a panic zone, we put stress on our bodies. We put stress on our bodies, and so our bodies do not function in the way it needs to function. It doesn't function at its optimal. So we find ourselves in a problem. And so when we always in a panic state, we open up ourselves to chronic illnesses. We open up ourselves to different cancers, colon cancers, ovarian cancer, prostate cancer, all these things. Because why? We always in our panic zone, and our brain, because it's so accustomed to functioning in panic, it doesn't recognize that, hey, I need to take a break. I need to take a break. Even though your brain is sending you all the warning signs that, hey, break, break, break. You are so accustomed to working in overdrive, you don't even acknowledge it. You're not even aware. And so, in your stretch zone gives you complete and total awareness as to when you need to take a break. You realize that, okay, uh, something ain't right. Okay, I need to administer self care. When something happened, step back, step back and figure out what it is that you need to do to get you to a place where you are functioning at your optimal. All right, and that is what self-care is all about, making sure that you are functioning at the best quality level for you. Right, everybody is different, but everybody should subscribe to be functioning at its optimal, the way that God designed your body to function. He didn't design you to be stressed and overwhelmed and burnt out and tired. No, He created your body for you to be in a balanced state. It's all about balance, right? You finding a way to live your life in a way that is not only comfortable but challenging and um, enlightening and fulfilling. That's what you really want, to live a fulfilling life, right? So, my zone is my stretch zone. All right, I love that zone. This is where I function best because I like to learn, I like to grow, I like to develop, and so I find that I function best in my stretch zone. Leave a comment for me below. Let me know which zone that you function in best, which zone that after having this conversation with you, you recognize that where you are, and now you're going to figure out where it is that you need to be. All right. I hope that this conversation was inspiring, was enlightening, and eye opening for you. So don't forget, leave your comments. Let me know which zone that you function in best. Okay. Thank you for watching.